So this is our band #1 workout, okay? So we're gonna work a lot of the hips and the core with these. So the nice thing about bands is you can use a lovely loop band for all of this, or if you have, it could even be the tube band, it could be just a normal TheraBand. You can tie it around. We usually recommend tying it in a bow because it's a lot easier to get undone. But that way you get a little bit of resistance and you can do quite a bit with these. So our first exercise Nancy's going to show you is just a band squat, okay? So the band's just above your knees. You're at a good shoulder width position here. And weights going back, butts back, weights on the heels. Knees are not going over the toes. You can do, the nice thing about these is you can do reps. I would say shoot for 3 sets of 10 to 15. You could even do time if you wanted, like a 30-second to a minute duration. But you want to try to get a couple sets of all of these exercises we're going to show you. Okay?
And you could hold a weight, hold a bar, hold a milk jug, get some more weight on you.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one we're going to go over is the squat shuffle.
Oh, okay.
So, band stays right in the same position, which is really simple. And what Nancy's going to do is she is going to be in a little bit of a squat, and she's going to sidestep. And so, as she sidesteps, she's going to keep that squat, keep the resistance on the band. You don't actually bring your feet all the way together. So this one, you can do for time, you could do for distance. If you have a hallway, the farther you go, the longer you do it, it's going to be a lot harder. You're really going to feel it in those hips. And you want to make sure you stay down and don't stand up while you're doing that 1 rep at least.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Then, Nancy's going to bring, actually, you could do the band at your knees or your ankles, okay? So we're going to work our hips 3 different ways here. So the first way is flexion or forward. And this one is really good. It gets balance. So not only are you working the leg you're moving, you're keeping that leg nice and straight, but you're also working the leg you're standing on, okay? You want to try to do 10 to 15 on each side. And really focus on keeping good posture, not leaning too much. The next direction is going to be out to the side. And so same thing here, keeping both the legs straight. You're going to feel it really in the hip that you're standing on, but also the one you're moving. Again, trying to get that 10 to 15 on each side.
Trying not to touch down between.
Yes. If you don't touch, you really work that balance and that stability a lot more.
Okay.
Good, and the last direction is going straight back. Perfect, same thing, getting that balance going, keeping the legs straight. And you notice Nancy's keeping her legs straight as she's kicking back. That's important, and not letting that knee bend.
Woo. Okay, good.
Good. Now, you can do all of these laying down as well. So, for the side one, you're laying on your side and you're kicking up. So you're actually adding gravity into this. So it will make it harder for the top leg, but you aren't really doing as much for the leg that's stabilizing for you. Laying on your stomach, you can do the hip extension. And you're using that other leg kind of as your anchor to give you the resistance. And big thing, keeping straight. And then going forward, you're just doing a nice straight leg raise, getting good resistance from the leg that's staying still. So you get a little bit of work in the one that's not moving, but not quite as much as the standing version. So you can try both. You can kind of alternate which ones you do each time you do it. But again, try to get 3 sets of 10 or 15 on each leg, each direction. All right. Then we're going to have Nancy take the band off her feet and put it around her wrists. So we're going to go into a little bit of core here in a plank position. So Nancy's going to be in that tall plank, and she's going to have the band around her wrist, and then what she's going to do is tap one hand out to the side, and then back, and then the other. And same thing, you want to try to shoot for about 10 reps on each side. Keep that core nice and tight, that butt down so that you're not sticking straight up. And keep those legs straight, but it's a really good way to get core and to get a good arm workout as well. Good. And then our last one, this one's kind of a funny one. She's gonna start with her elbows bent, band around the wrists,
Plank?
and no, going up.
Oh, this one.
Yes, just for your shoulders. Perfect. And so she's gonna start right at her side, and then she's gonna keep the elbows bent and come up to shoulder height while pulling out on the band at the same time. So it does not look like it does much, but it gets pretty tiring in the upper back and the shoulders just
Deltoids,
after
yep.
a few reps. And if you have weights, if you put small weights in your hand, that even increases the resistance and the intensity.
All
So there
right.
we have it. That's our band number 1 workout. Get a little bit of everything.